A mystery spray bottle. Do I dare use it? That's nasty. Stay away from heat. Yeah. Hold on. Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a trim after a protein treatment. So this is going to be heat-free maintenance, getting rid of split ends and all those little scraggly little curls that kind of float beyond the end of your hair. Getting rid of all of those. I'm going to show you how in a pretty detailed form, but for the people who don't have a lot of time today, basically what you do is you do your hair, you clean it, cleanse it. I cleansed it with apple cider vinegar at my scalp, and then I rinsed it out with hot water. Then you do a protein treatment, and of course I have a video on how to do a protein treatment, and then you rinse your hair out again. Make sure it's very clean and very cleansed, and then you're gonna do twists, so medium-sized twists all over your head, and then you're going to trim the ends. And basically the rule of thumb for trimming the ends of your hair is where your twist starts to taper off and get a little bit either too puffy or too thin is where you're going to cut it off. And it's not an exact science. The point is that you're not straightening your hair, so you're not cutting your hair evenly, but as you cut your hair over multiple times, and I suggest doing this every 4 to 8 months, your hair is going to get evenly trimmed over time, and the ends are going to stay evenly maintained over time. So that's the basic principle of doing your hair this way. That was like the lightning round, like boom boom boom, you can go do your thing. And now a message from our sponsor. I filmed how I did this look, even though it literally took me about 5 or 7 minutes to do, but I did film it, so I'll make a video of this makeup here. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button to be privy to more content like this in the future. One of the biggest things I see that basically result in like a big chop over and over again, where you're always having to cut your hair and start fresh, is people will ruin their curl pattern, especially 4C curl pattern. If your hair is as delicate as mine, you're gonna ruin it by heating it over and over again. So what you want to do is you want to avoid heat, which I literally did not use any heat on my hair for over 2 years. Avoid heat pretty much as possible. And so when I see people blow drying their hair straight and then straightening it to like trim it and make it healthy, it's definitely not going to help with the length of your hair and the growth rate of your hair, and it's not going to help with your curl pattern. Your definition is going to go down, because basically your hair is protein. Like, your hair is made out of protein, keratin, and that protein, any protein, not just your hair protein, any protein is sensitive to temperature. So temperature, if you're changing the temperature too often, or you're using a lot of high heat, you're breaking the protein. So basically a protein, let's say it's folded like this, when you heat it up, you're doing this to it, and when it goes back, it doesn't really go back the way that it should go back, and that's where you kind of start to lose your definition, you start to lose your curl pattern. And that's what a lot of people complain about, not having a curl pattern. Like, pretty much everybody has a curl pattern. Of course, there's people with very unique hair types that may not have a specific curl pattern, but most people have some kind of curl pattern that their hair grows in. And the reason you don't see your curl pattern is because when you use too much heat on your hair, you're breaking it, and it doesn't go back and fold back the way that it normally does, and so you feel like you don't have a curl pattern, when in reality you do have a curl pattern. You just have been heating it and breaking that curl pattern, and it doesn't go back the way that it should be. So avoiding heat is a really important part of growing healthy, long, 4C hair. Yeah, you really want to avoid using a lot of heat on your hair, and heat-free hair care is possible, and it's literally going to give you such great results on your hair. Even people, there's a lot of people who do natural hair, and a lot of them rely on the heatless method to maintain their hair as healthy as possible. So I'm like, heat, no. I don't even like them to blow dry my hair before they braid it, which is why it's so hard for me to find anyone who will braid my hair, because they are like, that's nappy. You need straighten that crap. I can't braid this African hair, which really irritates the crap out of me. Which is why I went ahead and just learned how to do my own hair, because it's like, you can't be like, naturals and natural, and then be like, I can't do that. But you find that a lot in the natural hair world, where people love natural hair, but you realize they mean like naturally not so natural hair, or naturally less African hair. Stay away from heat. But I did find a natural hair salon that did do my hair without using heat, so definitely out there, you just gotta find it. It's weird because the hair itself doesn't feel that dry, but the problem, especially for high porosity hair, is when it's like super porous, you can feel the moisture going in, but it doesn't stay. So like right now my hair feels like good, but it's when it's drier or dries, it shouldn't get as dry as it's getting. I'm going to trim my hair. That's the other reason I want to twist it. But if I twist it and condition it, I'm going to feel like I need to unravel it to clean it out properly, and then I'll have to re-ravel it to trim it, and I don't want to do that twice. That's why I'm trying to do this 4-section method or whatever. So I'm just going across my scalp with some apple cider vinegar to cleanse it, and then I'm going to rinse it out. Okay, so I just rinsed out everything. 4 sections has made my hair a lot more manageable. I mean, it's still a lot of hair to deal with, but doing it in chunks. And I washed my hair again with cold water. And now I'm going to moisturize it. This is my hair oil, and it's Lucky 7. They put a bunch of oils in here. My hair rising. Yeah. And I mean, you can mix your own oils. Sometimes I mix my own oils. Sometimes I layer oils. But Lucky 7 kind of just does it all at once for me. So, oh Lord, I can't wait to cut all this off. But before I do that, I'm going to twist my hair. I'm going to moisturize it with this and this. And then I'm going to two-strand twist all of it, and then I'm going to trim it. But I can't wait to trim it. I think it'll help get rid of all these scraggly ends. Yeah, it'll make my hair a lot easier to deal with. Anyway, let me show you how I do this hair. So L is the water, O is the oil, and C is my shea butter. The l.o.c. method is used to moisturize your hair. It's liquid or leave-in conditioner, oil, and then cream or shea butter for me. And you really just want to put it on your hair and kind of leave it off your scalp and leave your scalp clean. I'm just going to close up shop. I'm going to try to keep it kind of loose. And then I'm going to go back in and twist everything. And I'm going to spray it and whatever. But this is just the initial moisturizing since I just got out of the shower. And then my hair is probably pretty stripped from all the cleansing and washing. Feels so good. Oh my gosh. And then I'm going to go through and I'm going to comb it while I twist it. But tiny parts so that I can re-detangle it. But also get it ready to trim. Alright, twist demo. So, section of hair. Separate it. And brush it out, and then don't judge me. Just the tip that I'm gonna end up cutting off anyway, just so that it's smooth at the end of the twist. Just do the end. Yeah, it's a lot. My rationale for this is I had my hair in those braids and I got those linked dust balls that I hate, that are a nightmare in locks more than anything. But I got them in my hair, and since it's loose, I can just comb it out. So I've been combing those away, and that's gotten rid of all the scraggly tangles that are just kind of hanging on by a thread. And then I'm gonna snip the ends, but I just needed to be smooth. I needed it to be like a smooth twist, and I needed to be even. Then that's gonna probably get cut off because it's got a lot of extra nonsense on it. So there, that's how I've been twisting it. Nothing fancy. Final step is to actually trim these ends. So I'm gonna face forward because that's where I can see. So I'm gonna get it. Well, okay, so I'm just gonna get the end and just cut off the end, and I'll start to go where it starts to get a little big. And just cut that off. Yeah, I probably won't go further than that this time. But just where that stops tapering, I'm just gonna cut that off. And who cares if it's uneven? It's natural hair, it's already like completely different lengths, but the curls and the coils just hide that anyway. So really your goal is just to it's a lot. But your goal is just to get rid of the stragglers. Boom. It's trimmed. So now all your ends should be up to date. Yeah, now I'll leave them in twists for a little bit. That took a little less than 10 minutes.